The other day in my Discord server, I asked you, what is the best, most iconic album art of all time? Here are your best answers. By the way, my name's Johnny, and I make a lot of music-based content here on YouTube and also on TikTok, so if you think that's something you're interested in, how about you subscribe? Okay, so to get the ball rolling, I offered my suggestion first. I don't think it's the best album art of all time, but The New Abnormal by The Strokes. I know the art wasn't made for the album, it's a piece called Bird on Money by Basquiat, but I think the use of colour, the composition reflects a lot of the characteristics of the album. And I also just really love this style of art, I think it's so cool. The first response that I got in my Discord was from one of my friends, the Horse album art. And if you don't already know, this is the album art from the album that I put out last year, called It's Right There. Next up we have this suggestion. This is obviously referring to Is This It by The Strokes. Can't you see I'm trying? I don't even like it. I wouldn't say that this is an obvious answer, but this is one that I definitely expected to see. Ants from Up There by Black Country New Road. And I think this album art becomes even cooler when you realise that it's hand-painted and part of a wider collection by Simon Monk, I believe. Check it out on Instagram, it's really cool. I don't listen to many albums, but Excuse the Uncertainty by Jamar has a great album cover. This is an album that I listen to for the series. Yeah, pretty cool, you should check it out. And so does It's Right There by Johnny Gutteridge, yes, The Horse. Now I think this is a really hot take. Any Logic album, even Supermarket? Come on. I will say Logic has got some really cool album covers. Under Pressure, the deluxe version, The Incredible True Story, I think they're really cool. But come on, just look at the Supermarket one. You think that's the greatest of all time? I'm hesitant. Now this is one that I would have never thought of, but yeah. Food by MF Doom. The fun, colourful look it has does complement a lot of the instrumentals on this album. And again, I just really like the art style. You can tell that I don't usually review art or anything visual because half of my comments are going to be, I really like the art style. Pray for Paris by West Side Gun. Yes, this is a really cool cover. I'm not going to look this up, but I want you to answer it for me in the comments. Was this a piece of artwork that got licensed for the album cover? Or was this made especially for the album? Either way, it's really cool. It kind of gives me the same vibe, like artistically, as Have a Nice Life by Death Consciousness. But I know that that was already a piece of art that then got made into the cover. I'm starting to notice a theme here. I think my favourite covers are those that are already pieces of art. Unlocked by Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats. I'm not familiar with the album and I had to look it up. Yeah, I do quite like it, that's pretty cool. Wouldn't say it's my absolute favourite of all time, I wouldn't say it's in the best of all time, but it's a cool album cover. They definitely went above and beyond what they needed to. I think that's what I can really respect, when an artist goes well beyond what an album art needs to be to make something that is, by itself, really cool. And this is an example of that. I always thought the cover of Wiped Out by The Neighbourhood fit the album very well. I can't read. The oversimplicity sets the theme of heartbreak, bitterness, honesty, and even hope. I'm getting major Hollister vibes from this one. I'm kind of getting that early 2010s surfer aesthetic era. But that's cool, I like that, I can get behind that. I've not listened to the album, personally. I feel like I should have, considering one of these songs has nearly 1 billion streams and I don't recognise it. But I like it, I think it fits well with the era that it's from. And hey, if you say it fits the music, fair dues, fair dues. I can see the honesty and hope elements in this. Relayer by Yes. The cover art perfectly represents the music. I'll be honest, I've never seen this cover art before. I'm not really familiar with Yes's music, but looking at this for the first time made me feel the same way as The Royal Scam by Steely Dan. I think it's these huge, overbearing pillars that make you feel minuscule. And I think it's something to do with the perspective as well. It's kind of like, it's so stark, you know? I like it. I like it. Again, don't know if it's the best of all time, but I can get behind it. I will say I am quite disappointed though. There are some album arts that I would have thought everyone would have said immediately, but no, they were never suggested. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. In Utero by Nirvana. You could easily say that these aren't the greatest albums of all time, but these album artworks are iconic. I'm just looking through my Spotify now to see if any album arts on here jog my memory, and it's just made me think. Can we all agree that the 1975 have the worst album covers of any band? Or of any mainstream band, should I say? They just kind of got an idea and rocked with it for a few albums. I can understand how the different album arts match the music on the different albums, but come on, look at the first 2 albums. You could do better than that. So what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. And are there any album arts that weren't suggested that you think are the greatest of all time? Again, let me know. If you want to take part in any of these Ask the Audience style videos, then join my Discord, the link's in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.